Welcome to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand. AGT for the Kop TV, outside the Albert Docks, live a building in the background. You can't really get much more Scouse than this. And I've got one of the top fellas with me as well. One of the main Scousers ruling the city, the young king, James Redmond.
How are we, fella? And there's only one answer that I'm expecting off that question. How are we?
Ecstatic. Yeah, of course.
I was waiting more for like fucking marvellous. But
I mean, yeah, of course, bro. You should have. I mean, you saw the video of me reacting to the goal last night. I was going wild. But I just think now, and I said it in the fan cams last night. First of all, I want to get your thoughts on it. But I said people have got to start respecting us a little bit more now.
Everything about us, the manager, you've got to respect him more. The fact that he's now not just proven that he can assemble a squad from what was a very, very average side or when Brendan Rodgers left. And Jurgen Klopp took that over, and it was nowhere near to be a Premier League team, a Premier League winning team, or a Champions League winning team. But then,
or a Super Cup, or a World Club Cup.
All of that, you wouldn't think world champions, mate. Like, you wouldn't have thought.
Still currently.
All to that stage. That being said, now we've just probably had a great transfer window definitely had a great transfer window, but to the point where it's probably made our team the best it's ever been in terms of a squad, not just a starting 11, a squad. The midfield was like on paper before this season insane. We were thinking we got too many midfielders because when Ox comes back and the midfield options are mad. Diogo Jota, did we need Diogo Jota? No, but we were like, yeah man, we'll go and get him. Ever since he's been amazing. But the fact that now he's out, Thiago's out, and Jose Mourinho brought up that stupid statement before the game about how he's got 10 players injured, and then he went all the way and started naming under-16s. Are you taking the piss? I can name you 8 first-teamers that are out for Liverpool, like actual first-teamers. It was mind games, mate. It was all mind games, but Klopp shows that he can overcome them, and he smashed it once again, and he's been smashing it to this point to be top in December. That's serious. With the problem, we've had these problems from day one in the season. Van Dijk went out straight away. Gomez went out fairly early. Like, there's so many things that's gone against Klopp. That being said, he's took it like a champ.
Respect, man. You know, when Mourinho was asking for respect, how about you respect? And he was also saying, if I behave like Klopp did on the touchline, you know, I get some sort of telling off. Let's not forget, didn't he gauge someone's eye out when he was the manager of Real Madrid? He literally on the touchline gouged someone's eye out.
Do you know the one conclusion I have with Mourinho? He's a knobhead, but he's hilarious. Like, I even thought his post on Instagram last night was just hilarious. And do you know what?
He's taking the piss though, isn't it? Surely.
Oh no, he's taking liberties, lad. But still though, it's funny. Like, do you know if that was my manager? Like, I actually would think that's like quite funny, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? So like, even though I do think like it is just mind games, and even after the game, he said to Klopp like, we're not in the title race or whatever the hell it was that he said to him. I'm not even sure, but it's mind games, mate. It's all that. That's what Mourinho does. We know when he's in a competition with another team, that's just the approach that he takes. It's not just about what's on the pitch. He likes to try and get any advantage he can off it. So, and you can see that with the way he is with Klopp now, and he's done it with Arsene Wenger, he's done it with all these managers.
Yeah, 2-1 in the end. A brilliant goal from Bobby to finish it.
Oh, my boy.
What a header. The way he's like just guided it with power and pace. Even a bit of swaz on that header, I can't lie.
Mate, when he scored that goal, I was just like, Harry Class, a piece of shit, mate, you know what I mean? Like, Bobby Firmino, he's been actually playing well again, though, because the stick that Bobby was getting at the beginning of the season was actually justified, not to the point where people were saying he should go or anything, but I mean to the point where, like, he should have been dropped, he should have, because he was not playing well. I would have much rather seen Jota. There's a chance that I might have actually wanted to see Jota in the first 11 over Firmino if Jota was fit now, but since Leicester, Firmino's been just, he feels just reinvigorated, he feels just better, and you can see when he's with fans, that's different levels, different grades.
And the whole pitch to celebrate.
It's just a whole elevated, just more exuberant. You can tell that his Brazilian vibes just need them little bit of noises that he can get. And, you know, obviously hearing the fans like singing Bobby Firmino again, that's massive, that's huge. That's massive.
We were hearing it outside the stadium, Jack and I, and it was... because the goal went in. I was in the car watching it, and he was just outside setting up, and he went, there's been a goal, because there was a huge roar, but obviously the stream was like 30 seconds behind. So I've watched that, and just unreal scenes. So happy that he ran the whole length of the pitch. I also saw you on Expression show last night after. That was a great watch. If you haven't watched that already, go and check it out. I think he needs to maybe humble himself on this one. I know he was expecting a win for Tottenham. They of course had chances, and yes, we might have been unlucky. Well, we were unlucky that they missed. Sorry, they were unlucky that they missed all those chances from such close range. What have you got to say to him today? How are you feeling? Good morning, Expressions.
The number one thing that I've got to say to Expressions is he actually was humble in a sense that I don't think he knew that he was going to win this game. I think he felt confident, but you know, even Lee Chappie a few weeks ago when we played Leicester, how confident was he, lad? Like people have that false belief that they can come to Anfield and take 3 points, but it's just not that easy when it gets to match day. It's really, really not. But in that sense, Expressions was actually okay. It was more the disrespect he was putting on my captain, who had his team up against the ropes in the game. People can say, oh, but he didn't do this. Mate, if you don't see what Jordan Henderson has to offer for this team, because he was saying in the combined 11 the day before the game, he said Henderson doesn't get in above Ndombele. Gini Wijnaldum gets in above Henderson, and I said, how can that be the case when Henderson is pretty much the first name on the team sheet? It's just...
He doesn't see it. Some people...
It's mad, it's crazy, but even like, there's quite a few people that have got on my back about Henderson, but yesterday was the prime example of when he's in the team, the midfield doesn't look open as anything, and then not only that, you've got leadership, but you've also got that quality, and with the way Spurs set up yesterday, which was just 10 men behind the ball and a smiley face at the back, the best thing that you can say about that is Henderson literally sat back and he put the ball forward to them, to our attackers, which made it difficult and applied more pressure to the defence.
Yeah, gang business.
Gang business.
He got slumped there. James getting a call there from Expressions probably. Yeah.
Victory for us.
Yeah, unlucky, mate. Unlucky. No, listen, a lot of Spurs fans were thinking they could come, and to be fair, they definitely made us nervy. A lot of chances. Kane, Bergwijn with 2. Son scored a good goal, obviously. It was definitely nervy, and I think we were allowing ourselves to become quite open, but in the end, obviously, we got the win and back to the top of the table. Well, let me just say this, though. We're 3 points clear of Tottenham right now. Just imagine the Everton goal happens. That's another 2 points that would have got... 3 points that would have got added. 2 points. Let's remember that penalty at Brighton. If that doesn't get given, that's another 2 points. Let's remember, you know, other draws. I mean, obviously we lost 7-2, but it's millimetres, and we could. And this is why the achievement cannot be downplayed. We could and should really be at least 10 points clear, but we've had these injuries that have set us back. But look how we're reacting to them. It's unbelievable.
We would have won every game this season if we had no injuries, and we would have won them all.
Like we did last season.
It would have been a cheat on FIFA, mate. It would have been, do you know when you get to that point where you're 3 seasons in, your team's just heavy, everyone's boss, your backup team's boss, your third team's boss, like we've even realised our young players are fantastic ballers. We're realising they're stepping up to the occasion. It's not just the first 11, it's not just these B players like Shaqiri and all, it's everyone. These trophies that we're winning, we're now realising it's not just them, because Mane gets most of the plaudits, Firmino, Salah, and rightly so, but it's everyone that's being noticed more and more game by game. And you said it, it's like you take all them minor moments, slim moments that can literally get us even clearer. I even look at Fulham and I think you're fucked up there. I think imagine just beating Fulham and then you won against Spurs. You're already like basically making a nice little gap for yourself, and you're in December. It's not like we're in the first 8 games. We're in December. It's still a good part of the season, don't get me wrong. We're not going to run away with the league like we did last year, but how can we? But we're still running away with the league in a sense that, like, we're winning games, we're 3 points clear, and even though Tottenham can bounce back from this, I haven't really been convinced that they can maintain this for the whole season. I think that's what we've got on them, is the fact we've been through this and we've been on the receiving end of it. It's not that we just win it all the time. We know what it's like to lose, so we know that game against Tottenham yesterday was massive, and you could even see it, like for the shot that Bergwijn missed. You can see that it's not in them yet. It takes time. You could see that.
Basically, what you're saying is they're still Tottenham, and Tottenham do what Tottenham do. Yeah.
But at the same time, if they can keep this 11 players, then in a year's time they can be competing for it. Because we was just Liverpool. Let's be real. We was just Liverpool before. People were saying Liverpool aren't going to go and win the league. They just bottle it, and that's all we did. But then we actually got a team together that knew how to overcome adversity because they've been in that situation before.
Makes you stronger. Right, quick one. Man of the match.
The fans.
The fans loved that. 2,000 in the stadium. One of the fan cams last night, they were saying, 2,000 or 55,000 doesn't make a difference. The buzz is still there when you're in the Kop. and it was unreal to see Liverpool go back to the top.
The fans have been my man of the match for the previous 2 games at Anfield.
Agreed.
Wolves, Tottenham, easy. They've turned
Just
up.
imagine if we had 55,000 in there. No one would be getting a chance. It would be unfair. Game over business.
Unfair. Get 100 Kopites in there and it's already unfair because we'll be able to generate some noise. We will.
Yeah, we heard it from outside. So you're going with the fans. I think Curtis has got a great shout. Fabinho's got a great shout.
For a player, I am so impressed with Curtis. You know, makes
a little bit of Stevie about him. I can't lie. I'm seeing it now. Every week it comes out. The run against Fulham. I see it.
His confidence is shining through. That it's mad the way he's just came into this team. Before we knew he was a talent, but the levels that he's been showing, the ceiling for him is mad. But I'll probably give us the man of the match. It's a tough one, you know.
Bobby's up there as well, of course.
Bobby. Bobby.
Going with Bobs?
It's got to be Bob's.
Love that.
It's got to be Bob's.
Listen, what I've seen we've got today, a beautiful day. Well, quite cold to be fair. The sun was out. It's not here anymore.
It's a nippy one, like.
Beautiful scenes though, isn't it?
It's fucking gorgeous.
It's nice.
Fucking marvellous. Like
Fucking
that.
marvellous. It's nice. Right. Please do me a favour, if you've really enjoyed this video, please give us a like, drop a little comment in there as well, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to James, he'll be in the description as well, and please share it. But until next time, take care, back to the top.
Boom.